Namaste, everyone. Today, we are going to be in one of the most unique, unparalleled, one-of-a-kind projects you're ever going to see. This is a project called Eywa by the Developer Revolution. And the key concept here, the key takeaway from the project today is that this is not just going to be the same old luxury we've been seeing. This is going to be a wellness universe within Business Bay. Now, the concept of Eywa, now there are going to be two towers. One of them is the Tree of Life, and the other one is the Way of Water. Now, just based off the names, you can tell they're going to be extremely natural and focusing on wellness. And what makes Eywa stand out is the overall holistic well-being of the residents who will be living in these towers. And now, Eywa actually stands for energy, youthfulness, well-being, and ancient knowledge. And all four of these concepts merge together in these projects to create holistic well-being.
Sometimes a city feels like it has already said everything. Glass, concrete, light. An endless race upward. And then something appears. Something that doesn't follow any of those rules. Eywa is not just architecture. It feels alive. A place where nature isn't controlled, but respected. Where every line, every curve follows something you can't quite explain. And the closer you get, the quieter everything becomes. As if the city fades away and something deeper begins. If you feel drawn to it, Empire City Real Estate has prepared a private catalogue for you.
And what you're going to notice all around you, we're surrounded by natural materials, from the wood to the travertine, and it's got a sort of quiet balance between light and dark. And remember, everything in the unit is all non-toxic materials, and it's all meant to promote wellness. Now, in these little hidden spaces, you're going to see, obviously, wardrobes and storage space. And you can see there's lots of room, and there's about probably 10 to 12 of these. And they tuck away very, very nicely in the entrance as well. And now let's step into the living room. And before we look around at everything, I want to make one quick note. This is actually a 2-bedroom unit. And for a standard 2-bedroom, especially in Dubai, these are on the very large end. And just so you know up front, a 2-bedroom in this project is very, very close to 3,000 square feet. And you don't see that anywhere. And this is all part of the wellness initiative to create open space, calmness, tranquility. And now, without further ado, this huge open living room, all the way from these natural materials. Now, even this dining table here, it's more of a onyx marble style. With these crystals as well. They all offset and play well together with the wood and the marble and everything. And lots of open space, as I mentioned, and the views of Business Bay are going to be incredible. Let's not forget, we know Business Bay is usually crammed or busy. It's the heart of Dubai in a way. But what this project aims to do is, despite being in the heart of the city with all the busyness and the traffic, this project will separate itself from all of that and be extremely tranquil and quiet. Furthermore, the furniture that's going to be included here is going to be Minotti and Loro Piana. All of these are Italian, European luxury style furnishing. And what's also important as well, these walls are going to be double thickness. So the sound barrier across the units, you're going to really feel like you're living isolated. And there's going to be about 19 floors in one of the towers. and there's only 52 units. So I want you to think about that carefully. If there are 19 residential floors and only 52 units, that's on average maybe 2 or 3 units per floor. So think about all of the square footage each unit's going to have, all of the privacy and the tranquility, that sense of peace and calm all to yourself. Let's finish up with the living room. And I just want you to notice how beautiful everything is. It all just flows together wonderfully. And all of these materials, they're not just chosen for a luxury feel. They're actually chosen for that natural element, that sort of natural vibe within the unit. And everything in these projects, both the towers, every material, every decision, every idea has a reasoning and a meaning behind it. And let me give you a quick example. One of the towers actually has a library with 2,500 books. And the meaning behind those books is a story about a philosopher asking 2 philosophers in the past, if you had a limited amount of books that are the most important in the whole world, which ones would you choose? And that list of 2,500 books are the same ones that's included in the library in one of the towers. So that's just a quick example that every decision made in this project, from the furnishing, from the amenities, from the doors, from everything, has a purpose and a reasoning behind it. And now before we jump into the bedrooms, I'd like to show you a little bit more about the kitchen. I mean, of course, it's all wooden, it's all natural, it's an open concept essentially. But what I really love is the fact that these are semi-automatic, where they open and close at your leisure. They go on by themselves. You can open and close them anytime that you want. And that will provide you with a fully wooden backdrop, sort of concealing the kitchen. And of course, this side and these 2 sides close as well. But let's say you want to open it up, just a simple tap, and then it tucks away very nicely, right back in. Really, really interesting concept. One of a kind, truly. Something I have never seen before, with all the materials and ideas together. All right, let's have a look at the rest of the units. Beautiful decorations, of course, on the way there. There's also a powder room or a guest bathroom as well, right next to the entrance. And I'm just in love with all of the material, all natural. And there's also a maid's room in here with a maid's bathroom as well. So really nice to have something like this in a property. Typically, you don't get this in a 2-bedroom, but in this project you do, with a maid's kitchen. And I bet you didn't even notice this door sort of blending into the wall. Everything's just tucks away very nice, and I just absolutely love it. Typically you have 1 master bedroom and 1 that's a bit smaller, but in this case, in this unit, you're gonna have essentially 2 master bedrooms. And let's have a look at this one first. You walk in and you really immediately, you notice the wooden floor, the natural light and color scheme as well, which is the theme of this project. And there's lots of room, lots of storage space, and my personal favorite, when they're transparent like this, and the light just opens up the moment you open. I just love it. My personal favorite. Very beautiful, very elegant, and you have quite a bit of a large bathroom in here as well. And you notice the material, that wood, that brown and green, the stone and the wood work very well together. And an open concept stand-up shower, a bathtub for those that prefer it, and just amazing colors. Green and brown go very, very well together. Stone and wood, beautiful. And then the rest of the bedroom, I love these plants. They are just huge. I feel like I'm in a Zen garden. And just the color scheme, always, for me, the color scheme is very important. Some developers, they get this wrong. This one does not. It's beautiful, and really, this is a different kind of luxury. You know the luxury we're used to, where it's very, very high-end and shiny and glossy. This is different. This is like a wild, natural form of luxury. Bedroom number 2, let's have a peek. Elegance, elegance. When you walk in, it's elegance. You have a bathroom also in here. Of course, it's very spacious, stand-up shower that's more of like an open concept. There's no barrier to close it off. And these, of course, the transparent wardrobes with the light that just knows who you are. And gorgeous furniture as well. Love the color scheme. And this whole patio, this whole balcony is connected between 2 bedrooms. And there's also a door as well to the living room. So all of it is connected. And that's the idea here. Connection. How do we connect with one another? How do we connect with nature? this is what this property is all about.
Most places here try to impress you straight away. This one doesn't. You just walk in, look around, and at some point you realise it feels different. Hard to explain, but you feel it.
And even throughout in the infrastructure, you're going to have crystals that were commonly known for healing purposes built into the construction of the projects. So all of these elements are all going to be natural, non-toxic, from the ceilings to the floors, literally everything that you see around you. And what makes this even more important is that when we look at the air quality and the water and filtration in the units, we are going to get some of the cleanest water and air quality in all of Dubai. So for those of you that are familiar with Dubai or even live here, you know that the water quality, it might not be the best. We can't necessarily drink directly from the taps. So we get filtration systems to sort of cleanse and clean the water to make it drinkable. Now, in this property, that's already going to be built in and included, which means you can drink directly from the tap water. And the air quality is going to be on the same level as some of the world's best hospitals and surgery rooms. So we know in those kind of rooms that the air quality needs to be almost immaculate, right? We can't afford any dust or dust particles to intrude in a surgery room. So if this project is on the same level as hospitals and surgery rooms when it comes to air quality, you know that you're going to be getting the best of the best. And these are just some examples of what Eywa is going to bring to the table here in Dubai. What a view, absolutely amazing in the heart of Business Bay with the Dubai Canal as well. And of course, there's still some construction going on, we can see that, but the project is set to be handed over by the end of this year. So all of this soon enough will be gone and it'll be that tranquil, natural feeling. With a view like this, can you imagine living here? This project is not for people who are interested in high ROI. This project is for those that value their lifestyle, high net worth individuals who want to feel tranquil and peaceful at all times. But let's take a look at the rest of this balcony. And what these are actually, these are meant to be a waterfall. So every one of these balconies and the patios, they've got one of these where the water is going to flow naturally all the way through and really providing that sort of connection as well. And this is going to be, I mean, imagine coming out here. Just imagine it. You're having your coffee, you're reading a book, whatever it is, and you have entirety of Business Bay as your cinema, and you get a nice glance at Burj Khalifa right in front of you over there. I mean, that's just perfect. So your recommendation is I purchase a unit here to ease all my troubles away and be fully healthy? You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm pretty sure I saw a full catalog in the description. So I'm gonna click on that and get all of the information about this project. Absolutely amazing advice. I already feel better. Now, for you guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, and join the community if you haven't done so already, because there's gonna be plenty of surprises and crystals and gems just like this one in the near future.